I'm going to teach you an exercise that I see people do incorrectly all the time. It's not that they're not getting anything out of it, it's just that they're not getting the most out of it that they could, and they're not doing as much as they think that they're doing. So what that exercise is it's a stability ball rollout. I'm going to show you how to do this exercise first, and then I'm going to go into some ways that people cheat themselves out of getting as much as they could get out of this exercise after I demonstrate it for you. So stick around if you want to know how to not do it, or how you might accidentally be doing it and not even realizing it. So please stick around for that. First things first, you're going to probably want something soft for your knees. So I've got this yoga blanket under mine. You can use a pillow, you can get creative. Second thing, you're going to want to focus on tucking your tailbone and tightening your abs. You're going to want to brace them. It's almost like you're going to want to close the distance between the bottom of your ribs and the top of your hip bone. So you're trying to close that space. So you're tucking, tightening here. Use your arms to do all the work. You're going to want to try to keep a straight line from your head all the way down to your knees. So as you roll out, you're probably going to notice a shaky feeling in your abs as you tuck and tighten. So we want that shaky feeling. You might even be able to hear it in my voice. That's a good thing. You don't have to hold it out in that position for that long. But I have found if you do these nice and slow, it gives you a nice burn in the abs, and it seems to make sure that you do all the work and don't cheat yourself using momentum. So you just roll out, use your arms, try not to hinge at the hips as you come up, and that is what you do. Now, as you do this exercise, you might also realize that you might need it to be a little bit more difficult. So if you do need it a little bit more difficult, start with the ball a little bit further away. You'll notice right away that that's a little bit tougher. If you need it to be a little bit easier for you, you can start with the ball closer to you. Maybe don't come out as far. So this can be a good on-ramp for this exercise. If you've never done it before, maybe you start a little closer and maybe you don't come out as far. You should never feel this in your lower back. This is not doing anything for your abs if you feel it in your lower back. We want to feel it in our abs, maybe our glutes if they're helping to kind of tighten and keep everything together, but you should feel it right between the bottom of your ribs and the top of your pubic bone. That's where we're kind of working mostly in like lower abs, but a little bit transverse abdominals too. There are two main mistakes that people make when they do rollouts. The first one is hinging at the hips. What that does is it takes work off of your abs and kind of lets you take the easy way out. And you don't want that when you're trying to work your abdominals. So be sure that your hips are not coming up first, that you're keeping a straight line all the way from your shoulders to your knees. Another thing that people sometimes do is they let their feet come up. And while that's not like the worst thing that you could do, it might feel a little bit weird on your knees. So using your knees as like a fulcrum and rocking on them might not be the best feeling for them. So just kind of watch that and avoid it. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video and thought it was useful, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell so that you'll stay in the loop every time that I drop a new video.